Good morning.
Hey, fine, Charles.
How we all doing?
So far, so good.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Uh, Lacking sleep right now, but I'm okay.
Okay.
I was up all night playing. Um, just doing some experiments, and stuff to share with you guys. And so,
Well, they say when you play, you got to pay.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, but that's okay. You know, it's coming up to the weekend. I can sleep in tomorrow, or after this, maybe like later this afternoon or this.
Yeah, during the rain.
Yeah, hit it early. Take a nap. But I was having a great time. I'm going to talk to you guys about these, okay? And remember the guy's work that we saw yesterday, Mark something, the Polish guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of got me interested in how he was getting that surface. So I decided to get out a little bit of gesso and some acrylic paint and just start experimenting. And so I think I kind of have it figured out.
Wow.
Now I'm not getting the exact effect that he's getting, but I'm getting something similar. Now I've got another step in the process, and then I'll know whether or not, in fact, well, actually I've got about another 4 steps in the process, and then I'll know for sure whether or not, I'm really, heading, toward the same effect that he was getting or not. But but I'm having some fun. I'm piling lots and lots of gesso, on these surfaces. And, just working with a hair dryer and putting a layer down, drying it, going back in, putting more on. And so, that's what I was.
Are you doing it on a canvas or on a board?
I'm doing it on both. I'm doing it on these little pieces of masonite that were actually from a cabinet shop that Linda gave me. They were like leftover throwaway scraps. And a cabinet shop was using these, and it's like it has like a painted one side surface on it.
Right.
People calling, and so I'm just laying the gesso directly on that, and then scraping it and pushing the paint and building it up. And trying to roughen up the surface, because the surface itself originally was like really, really, really smooth. It was like slick, and now it's got this really nice toothy surface to it. So but the other thing I'm playing with is I'm playing with like canvases, and I've got a bunch of small canvases here that I've done plein air and like quick alla prima stuff on that I've sanded down, and then coated out, as a solid color to go back in and paint on. And so I'm using some of those, and I think this is like about a 9x12, and I just use them for doing like color studies and stuff like that on, so that if you want to see what combinations of various colors, if you're introducing something new to your palette or something, you can use these for that. And they're great, because they're big enough that you can get a little bit of color on there and push it around, and set it up and let it dry, and really go back in and look at the gradations and the effects that you can get with the paint. So those, and then I've got a bunch of these are called cradles, right? And it's basically, birch plywood, but it's like a cabinet grade plywood. that's put on a pine stretcher or frame, and you know, they're all glued together, you know, and very solid. And this is just like a little 5x7, and I've got literally like, you know, 100 of these laying around the studio, because I bought a bunch of them a couple of years ago, like in bulk. And I think the overall cost on these were probably about 25 to 30 cents a piece, you know, when I bought them, you know, in a, you know, bulk by, you know, 100. So you know, you can look for opportunities, you know, to pick up stuff like this, and these came already primed with a color, and this is the color that came on it, and I got like about 4 different colors, and so I can paint on these, I can draw on them, I can do really anything, and it makes a nice little 5x7, you know, finished piece of art sometimes, if you're lucky. So anyway, but anyway, that's what I've been playing with, you know, since last we saw each other yesterday. So
Busy guy.
yeah, staying a little bit busy. So anyway, we're going to do some drawing today. We're going to do, actually, we're going to look at 2 different videos. I'm going to kind of curate this, and, you know, we're going to, none of these are like long poses. These are all like 2. I think the longest pose is like about maybe a 5-minute or a 10-minute pose, you know, toward the end. But we're going to start off, and we're going to start off with this one video, and it's all kind of like 2-minute poses, and we're going to do a bunch of those. And the reason that we're doing it, again, what we're really going for, even though this is like really complicated clothing and stuff, is we're going for the gesture, just getting the movement of the figure, overall proportions, you know, and trying not to get caught up in all the details of it. And so my recommendation is that, you know, in a sketch pad, and I would just, you know, because we're going to be doing such short poses, you know, I would just use a regular sketch pad with white bond paper, you know, and don't bother with a toned paper on this one. Again, because you're not really going to have time to, you know, develop a lot of, you know, value structure and stuff. You know, you're just going to be able to get down, you know, the basic, you know, movement of these. Because 2 minutes, it's actually quite a long time once you begin to get warmed up, and you can actually get quite a bit down, but you know, you're still really, really limited. So I wouldn't worry about, you know, working on a toned piece of paper right now with a light and a dark medium. I would just stay with, you know, a graphite pencil or whatever you have to draw with, and that's what we'll be using. Anyway, we're going to go till right at 12 o'clock. And, you know, once we get started, I'm pretty much just going to keep the videos rolling. We're going to switch at about, well, right about 11 o'clock. We're going to switch from the video that we're going to start with, which is actually a 2-hour video. But we're only going to play about an hour of it. And again, it's just 2-minute gestures. And then we're going to switch to a video where we have a figure, and this is a ballerina. And we're going to go through that whole thing, which is only about an hour. And, you know, so she starts off with, you know, short poses and goes, you know, to, I think, like I said, at the end, it may be a 10-minute pose, you know, is the last pose. So that's the plan. Anybody got anything that they want to say before we jump into it?
Merry Christmas. So we're gonna watch the video and then we're gonna do a drawing.
Yeah.
That's what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The way these videos are set up, they have a timer on them, Armando. And so, you know, it will start and it will tell you how much time you have. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're gonna do the drawing simultaneously with the video.
Yes, yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're going to look at the video and you're going to draw.
Okay.
Okay, that's the idea.
So the picture is going to be moving? I mean, it's going to be an
yeah.
action. Sure.
Yeah. Well, she'll pose, you know, just like a regular model would if you went to the Atlanta Artist Center. You know, she'll take a pose and she'll hold it for 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then she'll move into the next pose. And then the clock will start and you'll have another 2 minutes, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And again, all we're really working on here is gestures, you know, get the movement and the proportion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what we're concentrating on is just, you know, movement and proportion here. So don't get caught up in the details, like I said. Okay. Everybody ready to rock and roll?
Let's go.
Better it.
Okay, let's back this up. Get her to
So we can do several on one page, I guess.
yeah, I'd do 4 or 5 on a page. You know, again, just do these as, you know, relatively, you know, small drawings. You can group them together. You can overlap them. You can do all kinds of things. Totally up to you. But
somehow it's easier for me when they're not so small.
okay, yeah. Well, like I said, you know, you can draw one over another. That's fine. Okay, I do that all the time, and you know,
mean
every
4?
once
So
in a
we're
while,
gonna do.
interesting.
Are we gonna divide the page in 4 and then do
No.
a small?
No, you don't have to divide it in 4. Just, you know, draw them wherever you think they fit. You know, some might be bigger, some might be smaller. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Be creative, Armando.
Oh,
All right.
I will be like the Lord Creator.
Yeah. Yes, Nicole Friday. That's the one we want. All right. So we got a bunch of stuff open on my desktop. I got to get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. So let me kind of expand this out a little bit. And then we'll get, all right. Ready?
Kind of blurry. It's a little,
She could be a little bigger.
Okay, so there you go. And see, that's the way they set it up. They do a close-up and they do the full pose, okay?
Oh, okay.
Started already. Oh.
Yes, it is. It started.
Oh, okay.
So you got 2 minutes. So take a little bit of time, really look at her, see what she's doing, look where her foot is and her head, you know, and try to get the relationship, you know, correct.
להתראות זסה. תקחי לך משהו.
You see up there in the corner, it says you got 1 minute left.
Wow.
I know. Again, don't get hung up in the details. Just try to get, you know, the movement and the overall proportion. See, she moved.
Weises השני.
Somebody sneezing.
Hmm.
Sound like somebody sneezing.
Mm.
Anybody having fun yet?
Oh, great time.
What do you think of that dress?
It's a dress.
The dress, isn't it?
It definitely is. It creates a lot of issues with the form.
Well, it actually kind of saves you in many ways because it covers up, most of the time it kind of covers up the hands,
Well, yeah, that's true too.
you know, so it eliminates some things, you know, and
However, the hands are the least of my problem here.
Yeah.
Just trying to get the,
well, the main thing is just set up the length and the proportion.
Yep.
And then after that, you know, then it should all kind of fall in place.
mhm.
You're like I'm back in geometry.
And you can find this video on YouTube if you want to go back and, you know, try it again, draw her again. It's out there.
Kind of looks like she might have partied the night before this thing. She doesn't have a happy look on her face.
Nah.
Oh
Well,
my God.
I'm sure she's getting tired because
Yeah.
she's in the, you know, we are actually at the point where she's doing 2-minute poses, which is kind of the longest poses that they do in this whole video. She was doing like, you know, 30 and 50-second poses that were a lot more strenuous before.
Yes. Yeah.
So she's tired,
Okay. I can believe that.
you know, because she's kind of been at it for, you know, over an hour now. Look at that long line all the way down her back, out to her knee, and all the way out to her foot. If you establish that first, then you can figure out, you know, where all those little parts, you know, kind of begin to break up and sit. But if you try to do it piece by piece, you're going to end up making her either too long or too short. Of course, with her, I don't know that you can make her too long, you know? She's got one of those figures that, you know, just... Yeah, get that hand back on camera again. Oops, going for a break.
Good.
Okay. Let's see how we're doing time-wise. Wow, okay. All right. Anybody need a break?
Mm-hmm.
Want to take a minute or two?
Yeah.
Okay. Go get you a cup of coffee, glass of water, a snack, you know, whatever you need.
Go find an artist to draw for you.
Say what now?
Go find an artist to draw for you.
Oh, no. No. You're supposed to be filling that, you know, that particular slot right now. So. But she was fun to draw, you know. There's lots of stuff going on up there. So. And when, yeah, when everybody comes back, we'll do the ballet next. That's a nice video. You guys will like that. There's really nice music and lots of movement. And again, well, you know, the costume is not as simple as a leotard. It's a little more complicated than that, but still, you know, it's pretty nice. So anything going on in life with anybody while we're waiting for other people to get back?
Well, I went to the center yesterday to do exercise for 30 minutes.
Yeah, how'd that go?
I'm fine. Well, they go exactly with the time. You go over, they put you out.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, that's why they're paying them the big bucks right now. You know,
There's somebody else waiting.
right. Yeah. You know, but hey, you know, they're trying to keep you safe.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Your room is locked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your room is locked.
Yeah, because you're there with like one other person, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I know that they had like a limit on how many people they would let in the room.
There's only 2, 30 men in the gym.
Right. Yeah. You get to pick who goes with you, or
Mm-hmm.
you do? Okay. So it's like you and your best bud could be in there working out.
So Vanessa, Linda Gold,
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all there, you know, keeping the place going. How are we doing time-wise here? Yeah, give them about another 2 minutes.
Took my little dog to the groomer this morning. Woo,
Yeah?
Yeah. That's my excitement for the day.
A he or a she?
She's a she. It's a
She is
she.
a she. Okay. Yeah. And so did you see a remarkable improvement by taking
Well, I have
the groomer?
I have gotten her back. I don't pick her up until after lunch.
Oh, okay. All right. So she's kind of having her day of beauty at the spa.
She's having her spa day. Yes.
Right. Okay.
She loves it.
Yeah, they need that. You know, they do. They really like those things. You know, so they like to be, you know, made a fuss over.
Yep. Well, the rotten little dog spoiled anyway. So
Well, yeah, but
somebody sneaks in the house at night and spoils her. I certainly don't.
no, that's not true. You know that you got her so you could do that. You know, that's the purpose of having a pet. So,
It's got to be somebody else. It's not me.
right. Mm-hmm. Well, Bob, I hate to tell you this, but yeah, you're pretty much, I think everybody knows you are probably an old softie anyway. So,
Right. Marshmallow, I think.
right. So,
Good morning, Charles and everyone.
how you doing, Eloise?
I was late getting on. I had another an appointment I had to keep, and I don't see the picture. So can you flash it up right quick so I can maybe do a screenshot or something?
Well, I will in just a few minutes. We got people on a break.
Oh,
They're trying to go get, you know, they've gone to get coffee, water, or whatever. And
okay.
they've got about another minute. And we're actually doing gesture drawings today. And so, you know, they're basically 2-minute gestures. And so there's a timer that will come on. You have 2 minutes, you know, to get some semblance of what's going on up there on a piece of paper. And then,
Okay, well, I'll take a break too.
yeah, well, that's about over. So, but yeah, we're just drawing with, you know, just pencil, paper, you know. Okay, is everybody back now?
I'm back.
Yeah.
Is Armando missing in action still? Armando, where are you? How about John? Is John here?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get started again. Okay. Now, this will be a different video. And like I said, this will be a ballerina. It's a fun video. And there's some really, really interesting, challenging poses in this. Again, remember what you're doing. Okay. It's a gesture drawing. You're trying to get the movements and proportion. Leave out all the details. You don't need them right now, okay? If you get the proportion and the movement, you got it, okay? So away we go. Go. Get her up here. Make it big. And of course,
Of the price.
you got to get over the.
This drone engineer built a revolutionary drone at an incredibly low.
Okay, here. Let's back it up so we can start from the very beginning. All right, and away we go.
Hi, this is an hour-long figure drawing video. I created it from the footage of my photo shooting with a beautiful ballerina, Alina. At first, there are 10 60-second intervals, and thereafter the time increases to longer periods. If you're interested in my art, please check out my website, christinegreenwood.com/art. And now let's get started.
Okay. So the first couple are 60 seconds. Really quick.
Too fast.
Now, again, just get down the essentials. So you look for that long line. How do you get from the top of her head down to her toes as quickly as you can? You can do it in one line, that's great. If you have to break the line, that's okay too. But get from the top to the bottom, because that sets up your whole drawing, you know, proportions. And then you can break it all up into different parts after that. very similar to that pose that we did of Degas, of the ballerina, back a while ago. Probably over a year ago now. Uh-oh, ad time.
Imagine having the elite performance of Goodyear now on your Skechers. Enhance your traction, durability, and stability with Skechers, featuring the top-tier performance of premium Goodyear rubber. Get all-season performance.
Anybody need a pair of Skechers?
And Skechers.
There we go.
Bye, Nike.
Buy nothing. Okay, good. Well, you can only see one leg here, really. So you do see a little bit of the foot through the dress back in the back. But, see, that makes this a lot simpler because you don't have all those extra limbs to draw.
Minutes. Ooh, an eternity.
Yeah, see, 3 whole minutes. There you go. Yeah, it will seem like an eternity now. See, that's the idea, though. You know, you get used to those little quick ones like that, and then, you know, when you get a 3-minute or 5-minute pose, it seems like, wow, literally forever. It's like, I can get so much done now. See, and you got a whole minute left now.
I'll get out the oils and paint her. Okay.
Oh.
She doesn't seem like a really very big girl, but she certainly presents a long line.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing about a lot of those ballerinas, you know, they're not like tall or anything like that, but they're so athletic, and just the line is just
Yes.
incredible. And like, you know, you look at this pose, you realize, you know, how muscular, you know, her legs are.
Oh,
and,
yes.
and thick, you know, I mean, they're not like real thin, dainty little legs. I mean, they're,
Nope.
you know, she's got a lot of power in those legs.
She's got a dancer's physique.
Mm-hmm. You okay over there?
Hmm.
We need to call the paramedics.
No, that's thing is other problem.
Turned out to be a nice drum. Wow. It's even worth keeping. Oh, this is 5 minutes. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Go to lunch?
What are we gonna do with all that fun?
Yeah, I'll make lunch. Y'all come over.
Yeah. Maybe I'll come over and eat lunch and then we'll come back and finish the drum.
There you go.
This one, I'm just gonna paint her legs.
You're gonna paint them?
I mean, to draw
You're gonna draw them, okay.
just the legs.
Just the legs?
Yes.
Okay. Is this kind of a take on that, what was the name of that movie? When Mars attacked? And they took the lady's head and severed it from her body and attached it to a chihuahua. Is that what you're trying to do here?
No comment.
I'm just going to draw the legs. Nothing else counts. Now, does everybody see that little line right there at her calf, you know, behind the knee? How it kind of goes inside and it breaks that shape? See, that's what's telling you that that lower part of the leg is actually coming toward you right now. That, you know, it's bent, in other words.
You mean the shadowed line?
Yeah, that little dark line that goes inside right behind the knee, and then right at the bottom of the calf, it does kind of the same thing. See, it breaks inside. And that tells you that that part of the leg is coming toward you. See, if that were not there, you wouldn't know. Almost worth keeping too.
Ooh.
That stuff falling over here. All around me. Uh-oh. Add time. There you go. Dogs. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So you got a whole 10 minutes. Oh my God. What are you going to do?
No, draw first the leg and the tutu, and then.
Well, how about finding the long line first, from the top of the head down to that bottom foot?
The bottom foot, okay.
Yeah, if you find that long line first,
Mhm.
see that curve that goes through her body, then you can begin to kind of guess where the tutu goes, right?
And the curve of the
And
leg.
where the kneecap kind of is.
Mhm.
See, on that back leg. And then you can, look at where her head is and her foot, the one that's raised up, and try to get them kind of in the right relationship. But that long line is really the whole drawing right there. If you get that, then you got everything else. You know who we haven't heard from today? Who's being very quiet? Bernice. We haven't heard anything from her.
Yeah, you did. I was saying I wanted an artist to paint my drawing for me.
Yeah, that was back during the break. You've been quiet since then.
Oh, I'm working very hard.
Yeah, I was going to call Bernice to do mine since she's the gesture expert.
Yeah. Bernice is, Bernice should probably have this thing down at this point.
She should. She should be right up there.
Miss Jean haven't said anything either.
Yeah, Jean's been very quiet.
You're overworking us. That's what it's all about.
Oh, come on, really? I'm overworking you. Wow. Cracking the whip. There we go.
That's it. Cracking the whip.
Now the big question is, how are you going to get that foot that's propped up there to look like it's coming toward you, which is what it's doing. And it's all going to have to do with the way you put down the curves moving around that leg. And where they break in, and the ellipse that you use.
Oh, I see. Now we are painting only the ballerina, no the stuff around.
Yeah. Well, you may want to at least suggest that her foot is propped up on something.
I did the poll. Is that a mistake? Do I need to erase it?
Say what?
You did the poll. Was I not supposed to do that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, whatever you want to include in there. It's your drawing. It's totally up to you. Just don't forget to put the ballerina in it. Don't do a Bernice. Well, you know, I just left her out, you know. Yeah, we didn't need her anyway. I like the way Bernice thinks sometimes. We don't need that silly girl walking down that street. Oh.
We didn't have time for that silly girl. That's what that was.
Well,
Who?
boy, this is a long ad for Clorox. They don't let you skip it either. Okay. All right. That must have been our 10 minutes. Okay. So this is a 10-minute as well.
Oh,
We done?
Yep.
We're done? That one?
No. Yeah, we're done with that one. That was 10 minutes.
Oh, see,
Oh.
that's the other thing when somebody bending.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So again, look at that long line. Where's that going?
Burn.
look at where their feet are and how one foot actually, you know, goes right behind the other. Okay. That's that 10-minute over with. I strongly suspect that we're going to do another 10-minute. Or no, 15.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Golly.
Okay. Huh. I think I would have liked it if they kept this in color better.
Yeah, I think so too. Of course, she's in a black and white or black and fleshed over outfit, but
yeah, but still, with the color, you get a little more variation in the shadows than you do in that black and white photo. Almost no way to get her whole leg on there. Oh. Way out past the hand. Now, please notice that her toe that is making contact with the ground is directly under her head.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure to get that relationship correct.
I'm not doing the heads.
Otherwise, it's going to look like she's going to fall over.
I'm doing headless ballerina.
You're doing a headless ballerina?
Yeah. I have problem to doing faces.
Well, doing a head and doing a face are two different things, Armando. You can do the shape of a head. You don't have to put features on it. Remember, we're leaving out the details on these. No details. Going for the proportion and the movement. And in a very long drawing like this, you might want to think about varying your line a little bit too. You know? Where do those lines need to be dark? Where do they need to be light? Which lines need to be soft? Which ones need to be hard?
kind of the same position.
This is my channel featuring art, photography tips, and travel. And if you're interested, please subscribe.
And there you have it, folks.
Oh, we're gonna draw the truck,
No.
the garbage truck. Good.
Why? You want to draw the truck?
No, it's ugly. No.
All right. Ta-da. Everybody survive?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll let you know Monday.
You let me know. Well, let me know now. I mean,
One,
you're still living and breathing, right?
two,
Yeah, at the moment.
Okay.
three.
Can say that much anyway.
And you put both sides of 4 pages.
What I wonder on mine is on these gesture drawings, I don't know what they are. How you gonna know which figure out I was drawing?
I'm gonna figure out your drawings.
Yeah, which figure was I mean, at the time when I put them down, I kind of knew what they were. But when I kind of looked at them, I'm like, which figure was I drawing?
Yeah. Well, Bernice, I'm gonna be looking at 11 different versions of those. So some of them will kind of stick in my head as we go along, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I've drawn them too. So
Yeah, but I'm wondering if mine match the drawing enough to be compatible with what the figure was.
well, that's what we'll find out on Monday. But the fact is, I mean, if you drew it and you feel like you got it to a point where it captured a little of what she was doing,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
it's not about doing it perfectly, right? Because nobody's going to do that. Okay. Not me, not you, not anybody. Okay. But you do these, and some come out really well, and then some not so much. Okay. And that's okay. See? Because
So
it's,
you actually want to see these.
huh?
So you actually want to see these.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you have
I got that same question.
yeah, do you have to show me every one? No. But if you thought that you did particularly well on a couple of them, send them in. If you want to take a picture of the whole page with them, together, that's okay too.
Suppose you don't think you did well on any of them, then just don't worry about sending them in, right?
Well, no, I would say something, because you probably did better on, some more than others, right? And, it's not all about, just doing them well. Maybe there were particular ones that you really struggle with, you didn't understand. And maybe you want to talk about that. Maybe you want to ask a question like, how do I get her back to, bend and move away from me, or bend and come toward me? Things like that. So you might want to talk about that. Okay?
At the beginning, there wasn't even time to think about perspective, really. You just put something down on paper, at least.
Right. Yeah, it's like capture the movement and the proportions. And again, those really short gestures, those 1 minute gestures, 2 minute gestures, that's all they're about. It's not about it's not about, you know, making a head that looks like a head. You know, it's just like get something down that is, it kind of captures the idea of it. That's it, you know? And so, hey, you know, it's not, you know, you're not going to have a finished piece of artwork in 1 minute. You're just not, okay? You know, but if you could get down, you know, the idea that she was leaning backward and that her, say, right leg was moving forward and her left leg was behind her, you accomplished the goal of the gesture, was to see the movement and, you know, get something done. Okay?
Okay. All right.
I personally like the short ones, though, 1 and 2 minutes, because it is more spontaneous, and you when you get 15 minutes, you start looking at details. And
Yeah, and that's kind of the exercise in doing gesture drawings is, and Barbara Bradley used to always, you know, kind of pound this into our head. You have 1 minute. You have to put down the essential things. You have 5 minutes. Draw less. Put down the essential things, but be more accurate. You have 10 minutes. It's not about putting down more. It's about putting it down more accurately. See? You could end up with those same maybe 5 or 6 lines to capture the movement and the gesture of that pose in a 10-minute drawing and not have any details in it whatsoever, but those links and proportions and things are more carefully thought out, and the curves are looked at more carefully and captured, and that's fine. You know, it's not about putting in, you know, eyelashes and, you know, eyeballs and, you know, lips and stuff like that. You know, if you have time and the luxury of doing that, and you've done everything that you needed to do, that's great. If you haven't, keep to the essentials. Just, you know, do what you're there for, which is to get the gesture and the proportion. Okay? That makes sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. All right. So anybody got any big plans for the weekend?
No. Nope, not for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go give Costco my paycheck. So, you know, it's time to go buy groceries. So, but you can't.
Yeah, and they're definitely more expensive this week.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, well, it's like anytime I go to Costco, you know, because you buy a lot of everything. You know, it's shocking, you know, how big that bill is. But, you know, I only do it every like 1.5 months or so. You know, so that's not bad. Anyway, I guess that's my big plan for the weekend.
Don't forget your list.
Oh, stuff that I'm going to get? It's pretty short, you know?
That's what I put it on my cell phone because I used to forget it, the list, when I got at the grocery.
Here's my list. Nuts, meat, cheese.
You mean nuts, people?
Nuts, meat, cheese, coffee. That's my list at Costco. That's it.
What about meat and chicken and fish?
I said
vegetables.
I said meat. Well, no, the vegetables, see, the thing with Costco is if you buy
a big package and they go bad.
Yeah, you get too much, and so it's like once a week or so we'll go to Kroger or we'll go to Publix or something and pick up, you know, vegetables like salad mix and stuff. Because if you buy a big thing of salad mix there, you know, you're eating like platefuls of salad, you know, for the next 5 days, so that the whole thing doesn't go bad. So
yeah. And they put that damn kale on the salad, and I don't like it.
Well, then don't buy that one.
No, I don't buy Saladea for that reason.
Yeah, they have types without kale in it, okay?
Put it in a smoothie. You can eat anything if you have enough stuff in your smoothie.
Yeah, and remember, the liquor store is next door.
Yeah. Okay. Anyhow. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Try to stay dry. It's supposed to rain all weekend long. And I guess we'll be back here on Monday. So.
Promise?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Oh, okay.
Right? As they say, you know, God willing, and the creek don't rise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
enjoy everybody.
In this case, it might apply, you know, because if the creek rises too much, you know.
That's it.
Yeah, John have it. John got one behind him, so.
Yeah, me too.
I end up more than 11 drawings.
You emailed more than 11 drawings?
No, I end up with more than, you said 11 drawings, right?
Oh, no. I said there was 11 people in the class. That means I'll be looking at those same drawings 11 times.
Oh, okay.
So I might remember one or two of those poses, you know, somewhere down the line.
Okay.
Hopefully everyone will send them in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you know, and again, you know, you don't have to send all of them in, you know.
I will not send mine because probably all of you will shoot me.
Armando, send your drawings in, okay?
Yep. Yeah, pick. I want you to at least pick the best that I did and worst that I did. Tell me how to improve.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only
At
way
least pick two.
You know?
At least pick two, you know.
And besides, you know, nobody's going to say anything terrible about them, you know, because we're all struggling with the same thing. So
Sometimes sort of close to terrible.
Sometimes what?
Sort of close to terrible.
I don't think I've ever told anybody.
No.
Horrible. You know, hey.
Bye. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Guys, take care.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day and the weekend. See you Monday.
Okay, you too. Enjoy.
All right.
Wow.